In 1990, NASA launched a revolution in astronomy. On April 20th of that year, the Space Shuttle Discovery lofted the Hubble Space Telescope into orbit. It's not the biggest telescope ever built. Its mirror is only about 8 feet across, which is downright small compared to some ground-based telescopes. But being above the atmosphere means it can see fainter objects in smaller detail than its earthbound cousins. The images returned from Hubble have been a huge boon to science, but I think the greater benefit has been to the public's understanding of science. And maybe even better, Hubble turned astronomy into high art. Here are some of my favorites among Hubble's early groundbreaking images. In 1994, nearly everyone on Earth watched in awe as the pieces of the comet Shoemaker Levy 9 crashed into the planet Jupiter. The violence of the impacts is staggering, detonating with more than the combined force of all the nuclear weapons on Earth. When the dust settled, literally, Jupiter was beaten and bruised. But comet fragments had left vast black eyes spread across the planet, and they were seen with incredible detail by Hubble. Over the course of 4 days in 1994, Hubble captured these gorgeous shots of aurorae on Saturn. So Saturn, like Earth, has northern and southern lights. They glow best in the ultraviolet, so UV images of Saturn's aurorae taken using the Space Telescope imaging spectrograph on Hubble were superposed on visible images of the whole planet taken by Cassini, producing this beautiful composite image. "7,000 light-years from Earth lies the Eagle Nebula. This picture, probably the most famous of all Hubble images, shows the so-called pillars of creation, light-year-long dark towers of dust and gas. It's in dense clouds like these that stars are born, and in fact, when you look closely at the edges of the pillars, you can see evidence of this stellar birth. Medium-sized stars like the Sun are born, live out their lives, and they die. And when they shed this mortal coil, they also shed gas and dust into space. If the star is a binary, literally one of 2 stars orbiting each other, the gas can take on fantastic shapes, making incredibly complex objects like the cat's eye. One place where Hubble excels is taking pictures of distant galaxies. Picking one Hubble shot as the best is impossible, so instead, let's just go with the coolest. The Tadpole, as it's called, was once a normal spiral galaxy, a lot like our own Milky Way. Located over 400 million light-years away, it was the victim of a hit-and-run accident. A smaller blue galaxy zipped past it, and the gravitational interaction between the two drew out that long streamer of material from the bigger spiral. But now we've reached one of my favorites. The Milky Way galaxy is surrounded by several smaller companion galaxies, collections of gas and dust and billions of stars. One of these, the Large Magellanic Cloud, had a star in it called Sanjuliac -69202. This star ended its life in a titanic explosion. In February of 1987, the light from that explosion, called a supernova, reached our planet. Hubble took a series of images of Supernova 1987A, as it's called, and what we saw baffled us. The star that exploded was encircled by a thick, dense ring of gas over a light-year across, thousands of times bigger than our solar system. Even weirder, there are 2 more rings, fainter and thinner, above and below the star. In 1997, 10 years after the event, the expanding debris from the supernova explosion finally reached the inner ring, and that impact is causing the gas to glow once again. Science has taken leaps forward because of the Hubble Space Telescope. But even as a scientist myself, I sometimes wonder if Hubble's greatest benefit to humanity has simply been its ability to take the heartbreaking beauty of the universe and show it to everyone. Here are a few other favorites from Hubble's early days when this great observatory literally opened our eyes to the universe.